Hi, I'm Matt with Café de Leche, Highland Park. My wife and I started Café de Leche in 2008. We met here in Highland Park. We grew up in Glendale locally, and I grew up in Ventura. She's originally from Nicaragua, and I'm from a tiny little town in Ohio. And we met here in Highland Park and started a family and opened up our coffee shop a few years later. We started roasting in 2000, I want to say 17, something like that. It's been 7 or 8 years. And we have Giesen the whole time. Really enjoy the machine a lot. It's been really, really fantastic. Over that time, our production has grown quite a bit. And so I didn't follow the rule where you're supposed to buy a slightly larger machine than you need. And now we're paying for it just a little bit. So we tend to roast about 3 days a week. And we have for about 7 or 8 hours a day. So we're running like 24 hours or so. We've grown to 4 locations. We're here in Highland Park. We have a shop in Altadena, not too far away. We're on campus at Pasadena City College. And we're also in Hollywood at the Ovation Center. So that growth's been great for us, and we've been able to roast to keep up with that. We've had to roast to kind of keep up with that. So been lucky that the Giesen has been able to keep up with us with that. Coffee in LA is a lot different than it was in 2008, that's for sure. When we opened in 2008, I was researching specialty coffee online. I don't come from a coffee background. My wife and I both work in entertainment, shockingly, in Los Angeles. This was supposed to be kind of like a side business for us. And then the recession hit and things changed. So this ended up being the focus of our lives, and we've been very fortunate for that to have been the case, actually. But anyway, in the beginning, in 2008, there was only maybe 2 or 3 kind of, what we now call specialty coffee roasters in LA. And we were kind of an anomaly, and people would come here from really far away. And we were one of the only we weren't a roaster at the time, but we were one of the specialty coffee shops. People would come from an hour away to come get coffee, And then over time, of course, more and more people decided it's a great idea to open a coffee shop, and some of them on my block. And that's been challenging for sure. But I mean, that kind of gave us the motivation to try to branch out more ourselves. And that's why we ended up with some other shops. After adding our second shop, we decided that we would like to be our own roaster, and to have more control over our business that way. And so when we went looking for roasters, the Giesen seemed to be the best solution for us. We like to keep growing. We want to kind of build on the momentum that we've got at this point. We're a mom and pop business. We don't have investors. We've raised a family through this, which has been like an incredible gift, really amazing. We'd like to get just to the next level, perhaps. We want a slightly larger roaster, our own roasting space. Create a space where other small roasters can start their own businesses. One of the frustrations I had in the beginning was trying to find someone that would rent me time on their roaster. Honestly, I went to probably half a dozen people, and it was a real, I think they call it gatekeeping kind of thing, no one would rent me time. How will you learn to roast, And so I've always made a point to make space for other people that are starting their own coffee businesses to learn, or at least get time on our roaster if we can make that happen. And I do my best to make that work. And then throughout that is it instantly creates community as well, right? Because you have other people that have common goals, and they start talking to each other, and they learn to grow into our skin just a little bit bigger space would be our goal in the next couple of years.